While many people my generation may be familiar with Motown female legends such as Diana Ross and Mary Wells, many young people still don't know that Thelma Houston was actually the first solo female artist signed to the label to actually have a Grammy Award winning record. Now, and that she was also one of the pioneers for the disco movement in the 1970s. Now, today I'm going to be talking about Thelma Houston's journey into the music industry and her overall impact on disco itself. Now, she is a singer-songwriter and from Mississippi, but who was raised out here in Eastside Long Beach, and she's been active in the music industry ever since the 70s. Now, she's best known for her Grammy Award-winning record, Don't Leave Me This Way. Now, today for this speech, I'm just going to talk to you guys about her journey into the music industry and into Motown. I'm also going to be talking about her impact on disco and other sub-communities, and also her impact on the world itself. Now, before we start, I'm going to give you guys a brief rundown on what Motown actually is. So Motown was the first and most influential Black-owned music company in America, and it produced some of the most prominent artists known to man, such as the Temptations, the Jackson 5, Stevie Wonder, the Supremes, Gladys Knight, and many, many others. And they dominated the Billboard Top 100s thanks to their talented artists. Now, Thelma's introduction into Motown came in 1971, but her debut album was released in 1969 with Dunhill Records called Sunshower. Now, according to You Discover Music, it was well regarded even to this day, showing not only Houston's deep vocal skills and Jimmy's peerless songs and production, but also extraordinary musicians. Now, this critically acclaimed album got Thelma Houston all the attention that she needed to get herself into Motown. And with that, she got to work immediately, working with all different types of sounds, working with all different types of genres of music and producers. Now, according to Juno Custonia, a prominent producer, her versatility was one of her biggest strengths, but the music industry just wasn't receptive to that in that time. So it had been 6 years of her with Motown without her receiving a mega hit. So that was up until Hal Bowles came into the picture, who was a late Motown studio maestro, and he said exactly, everybody in the world produced her and nobody could come up with a hit. We needed to bring Thelma home. And this is according to the Billboard book for #1 rhythm and blues hits. Now, what he meant by bringing her back home was to bring her back into her dance hall, excited, high energy dance music. And with that, he produced Don't Leave Me This Way in 1976. Now, the original Don't Leave Me This Way was released in 1975 by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes with Teddy Pendergrass singing, but the song got most of its Billboard notoriety from Thelma's version. Now, the song hit #1 on Billboard Hot 100 and stayed #1 for 24 weeks. And in 1978, Thelma's version of the song received the Grammy for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance. And she also received a gold record, and it was super popular on the radio, and it was super popular with the disco scene that was ever growing in the 1970s. And this song took Thelma's career and disco music to the next level. Now, according to Stanford, disco is described as a genre of dance music and a subculture that emerged in the 1970s from the nightlife scene in America, and Don't Leave Me This Way came out in the height of this phenomenon. And it became super popular for all different kinds of subcultures. The disco scene really took a liking to Thelma, and she really took a liking to them, and she then created music trying to blend that super dance hall music with her own style. So that song also became super popular with the LGBTQ community because of its significance with the AIDS epidemic that plagued the 1980s and 90s. It became the unofficial song for the fight against AIDS. And it was even referenced by Alan Blake, who created a powerful piece for the American Foundation of AIDS, which consisted of a simple red bouquet with the thorns showing, which had the phrase, "Don't leave me this way" on it. Now, she then went on tour, and she still makes music to this day, and that song is remembered forever in everybody's hearts because of it. Now, Thelma Houston is a singer, songwriter, and performer, and then she's been active since the 70s, and her Grammy award-winning song, "Don't Leave Me This Way," left its impact on many people's hearts in disco and all around the world. So, I hope you guys got to understand a little bit more about who she is and about disco itself. Thank you.